Hey guys! So I'm back after a week and today's video is gonna be my high-end beauty favorites of 2016. So again, these are products that I've loved in the year 2016. Not necessarily products that released in 2016, well, most of these are. But basically just products I discovered this past year and have loved. I'm starting off with the scents because I have two to show you for the high-end category. The first one being YSL Black Opium. Now, the reason why I love this is by the way the perfume. It brings back memory. I did it like this. It brings back memories from when I went to the States last July, and it just, I don't know. It reminds me of the States so much. Naalala ko lahat ng mga memories ko dun every time I wear this. And it's very, I don't know, I can't describe scents. Honestly, you have to like smell it for yourself, but it's really sweet. It's a very sweet scent. Whenever I wear this, someone compliments me, "What perfume are you wearing? It smells amazing." And this lasts on me really well, as in from the day I put it on till the next day, I can still smell it. It's amazing. It's pretty good. And yep, YSL Black Opium. But I also wanted to mention Viktor and Rolf's Flowerbomb perfume. I'm trying to hold the products as steady as possible. Like, I'm trying. But yeah, this is again the perfume version. This is amazing. These two perfumes remind me of each other. Medyo pareho lang ngayong... They're kind of in the same family, but both smell really great. Both I've loved in the year 2016, as in sobrang... I switched between these two. I really love them both, so I thought I'd mention them. But I think Black Opium is way cheaper. This is super expensive, so I think just go for Black Opium. But I think both of these are equally good, so yeah. I have discovered the best skincare product I have tried in my entire life. I've tried so many skincare products trying to find the best ones for my skin. If you haven't heard of the brand Sundipped, they make amazing skincare products. My favorite is the Power Couple Duo. This includes the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment and the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. Both of these work amazing together in just smoothing out your skin, and yung texture mo talagang magsusmoothen. Kunwari may mga bumps ka, which I have a lot of those bumps, trust me. As in, so smooth out yan. When I was using this, my skin was just at its finest, at its best. Tinitipid ko nga to kasi sobrang mahal niya, and actually yung oil naman hindi mabilis maubos, but the Good Genes, which is the better one, like if I were to recommend one, the Good Genes talaga yung sobrang life-changing. It lightens hyperpigmentation, it lightens yung mga kung ano-ano mga nasa skin mo, it just smooths it all out, just gives you kind of like a better canvas, gives you a better canvas to work with. And I find that ito talaga guys as in I've tried alternatives like CosRX, it didn't really work for me. Like, I feel like that brand is overhyped, didn't do anything for me. If anything, dried out my skin so bad. But again, the Sundipped Power Couple Duo is a game changer. You can Google it, you can look for other reviews. I can only say so much about it that it just made my skin, it just repaired my skin kind of, refined it kind of, and just made it overall look amazing. And then when I stopped using it, you know, it's a very high maintenance product, not gonna lie. But if you have the budget for this, then definitely check this out. If you can maintain this, then great, because this is the bomb.com. And I feel like before you invest in makeup products, invest in good skincare, and ito talaga yung aking ma-recommend for that. As in nothing else, just Sundipped, amazing. Now let's move on to makeup. For primer, I have one to show you, which is very surprising. Holy shoot, no, I have two to show you, hang on. I can't believe I forgot this because I was using it so much, but anyway. The first primer I'm going to show you is the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. I have the mini size one, but this is amazing for filling in the pores. And it's so convenient because you literally just, you know, slide it on your face, as in ito yung itsura niya. How you use this is you literally just slide it on your face and smooth it out using your fingers, and it's just gonna blur out the pores, and it's an instant result. Mas smooth out lang yung pores mo, then definitely check the Estee Edit from Estee Lauder. By the way guys, medyo mag-rush na ako sa pag-review dito kasi medyo madami sila, and again, ayokong tumagal tong video to na isang oras. So I hope you guys understand. But these are products I've been talking about na rin naman for a long time in my channel, so I hope you're familiar with them. The second primer I want to talk about is of course my Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I've raved about this so much in my channel. This baby right here is my favorite primer I have ever used. Primer slash moisturizer, and as you can see guys, malapit ko na siyang maubos. If there's one I can't talk today. I can't talk today, guys. If there is one primer that actually makes a difference in my skin and in the foundation I apply, it's the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. And talk. It just moisturizes the skin prior to your foundation application. It makes any foundation, good or bad, look good. Like, that's how good it is. I just cannot stop using this, and I've used it so much and so many times. And I've recommended this to my friends, and even people with oily skin can wear this. Although it's, you know, marketed for dry skin, I have oily skin and it doesn't really make me feel more oily because I let it sink in. The skin drinks it up really well, no problem. And then after like 30 seconds or so, I'd continue with my normal foundation routine, and it just makes the foundation glide on smoother. I actually even use this at night kung sobrang dry ng skin ko. Sometimes when my skin's flaking and all, I would use this and it just works miraculously because it's so hydrating and moisturizing, but it doesn't feel too greasy. It doesn't feel too oily on the skin, unlike other moisturizers I've tried in the past. It's just something that's been a staple on my makeup collection, and it's something I just keep going back to. I love this stuff. For foundation, of course, I had to mention the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. A lot of people have already talked about this. It has just reached its hype. It's reached its peak in the YouTube community, but for a good reason. It's full coverage, but it feels so light on the skin. You literally need almost nothing for this to be full coverage on your skin, and you can build it up. Super buildable, but actually you don't even need to build this up. It's great consistency, super thin, but it has a lot of pigment. It just looks beautiful and even on the skin, you know, without you having to try it too hard to build your foundation up, because sometimes I just want a quick fix. This foundation is super versatile. I can sheer it out, I can build it up, and it's a foundation I can easily bring with me to travel. The only thing is that yes, it oxidizes, so you need to get, you know, a couple of shades, or you need to get a shade up your usual shade, and you also have to moisturize before using this because it can tend to cling on dry patches. But if you have the priming moisturizer or any moisturizing product underneath it, no problem. It's gonna look beautiful. I cannot talk. It's gonna last throughout the day, and it's gonna stay beautiful throughout the day. So it's definitely top notch. I love this foundation. I think it's worth every penny. Another favorite for the base category is the It Cosmetics CC Cream. Again, such a good product for natural days, for an everyday kind of makeup look where you still want coverage but you don't want the heavy feeling. Honestly, Marc Jacobs, hindi nga siya heavy at all eh. But this one, if you want something that feels lighter on the skin, try this out because it has skincare benefits on it. It's, you know, SPF 50, broad spectrum sunscreen, whatever. It's chemical filter free, paraben free, hydrating. So not only is it for dry skin, I also find that this works for oily skin. Obviously, you might have to set your face after you use it so you know your foundation doesn't slip and slide around, but if you do that, no problem. I have loved this for every day. I would use this whenever I just wanted something really quick, and this just I love it. It smells like citrusy, so good. I love this, and it just never cakes. It doesn't crack or settle into fine lines because it's such a hydrating foundation. It doesn't cling to dry patches because it's amazing. So yeah, definitely check out the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. Good stuff. Let's move straight ahead to powder because I don't have a concealer favorite, which is crazy, right? Because you've heard a lot about Tarte Shape Tape, you've heard a lot about NARS Radiant Creamy, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna move straight ahead to powder and tell you that I cannot deny this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. It's a favorite, and I cannot deny that. It's a great powder for shrinking the pores. If you want yung pores mo na as in ma-blur talaga niya, yung tipong ma-flatten niya talaga, ma-fillin niya rin. I think this is a good powder to try out if you have the budget to. So smooth and silky to the touch, and then when you apply on your skin, it just melts and nagma-mesh siya ng tunay na skin mo. I'm not wearing it today. I don't know why. I just looked at it in the mirror. Just like the name suggests, it says Airbrush Flawless Finish, and it does what it says. Airbrush. Your face looks airbrushed with this, and it provides a flawless finish that's very smooth, not cakey, and even. The powder itself is very thin in consistency, very finely milled and smooth to the touch. You really would expect a high quality powder being, you know, applied to the skin, and it's a joy to apply. It's great underneath the eyes. It's just a great setting powder to set. But I use it on yung sa center lang ng face ko, and I do use a different powder on the perimeters. I love to use it on the center of my face. Works well. I've never had a problem, and the packaging looks bomb diggity, but the product itself is amazing. I have not one, not two, but 3 bronzing products I want to show you. Again, bronzer is life. Nakalimutan ko magdala ng bronzer. Yung nagbagyo ako, sobrang katangahan. Tapos yung natapos ko yung makeup ko noon, sabi ng pinsan ko, bakit ang laki ng mukha mo? I know. Wala akong bronzer. As in, sobra, guys. Bronzer is something I will definitely highly recommend you check out. If you don't apply bronzer, apply bronzer. It helps so much in just bringing back the warmth of your face. I have 3 to show you in that category because I'm obsessed. This is the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer, and this is just really good. It's, yeah, very, very glowy siya. You get 2 colors. It's a more cool tone bronzer. It's more neutral tone, so it's easy to kind of contour with, but since it's glowy, I wouldn't suggest it for that. I'd suggest it strictly for bronzing. Lovely consistencies, very smooth on the... oh my god, I'm sorry. I have to watch it again. I didn't even show you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get hate comments. Sorry. This is a really, really good bronzer for the everyday girl. Something that just wants something that just wants something. What is that? Someone that just wants something really quick and glowy and pretty on the skin. Definitely check out the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. I love this. I have come to the conclusion that the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light is the best bronzer I have tried in my entire life, and that says a lot because I love bronzers. Can't you tell? This just gives the prettiest glow, and the powder itself is very thin. It's very thin. It's kind of air light yung powder niya, if that makes sense. I'm swatching again. So it's super blendable. You just dip in your brush and just it almost blends itself to the skin, which is incredible. I love it. It just meshes well with the skin, looks so pretty, also has a glow, and it is the perfect tone for my skin tone. I love this, and it just has a glow. I cannot even. Very similar to the Too Faced Sweet Tea, but I just prefer this. I reach for this a bit more than I do the Sweet Tea, so I think it's safe to say it's my favorite. So guys, I have to say the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow, girl, amazing product. I have used this so much in 2016, and I love both products. I love the highlight in this. I love the bronzer, but I have to say I like the bronzer a bit more than I do my highlight. Mas prefer ko yung bronzer kasi sobrang perfect niya. You can use it to contour, you can use it to bronze. And it's great because you get 2 amazing products in one compact. Both are amazing. Both are creamy, silky, easy to apply, blendable, great powders. The tone of this bronzer is perfect. The tone of the highlight is gorgeous. It's just a great product, and ang luxurious niya, but when applied to the face, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so pretty right now because it's a joy to apply. It's a joy to put on. Just amazing. Again, Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I've loved this, and it's a purchase I do not regret. So yeah, I'm gonna go through my blushes really quickly because I have a lot, but then they're of the same family lang. So in the first months of 2016, I just couldn't put MAC Warm Soul down. This is hands down my favorite blush of all time. It still is my favorite blush of all time. It's just the perfect golden peachy undertone to go with everything and anything under the sun. It's the type of blush that goes well even if you don't have makeup on, which is great, right? I've worn this blush so much, and it's crazy. It doesn't even look like I have, but I love this. It's perfect. I cannot even ask for more. The formulation is great. It stays on really well. It doesn't look too cakey. Like sometimes blushes are too chunky, it looks cakey, but this one doesn't. It's very smooth, thin consistency, and it just blends well on the skin. Makes you look radiant, such a pretty way. Super pretty blush, and it's my all-time favorite blush. MAC Warm Soul. You need this. You need this. In the latter months of 2016, I discovered 2 blushes by MAC that I love equally as much. This is Chic Pollen, and this is Sincere. And it's crazy because no one actually talks about these blushes that much because I feel like everyone is in, I don't know, NARS blushes or Tarte blushes or anything like that, but MAC makes amazing blushes as well. These are a couple of MAC's more nude tone blushes. Again, this is Sincere, this is Chic Pollen. Super ganda, as in they so smooth yung ayoko na i-swatch. Ayoko na siya swatch, pero igaganon ko lang din naman. So very smooth consistency. They blend really beautifully on the skin, last a great time, and the colors are on point. Again, not much to say about these because they're really beautiful nude blushes that go with everything and anything under the sun. They just look beautiful paired with a nude lip, a red lip, any lip, and any eye look. with makeup, without makeup, those types of blushes I love, and MAC has them, has some really good ones. Cheek Pollen, Sincere, you guys should check these out. Last one for blushes is just something that's pretty, beautiful, stunning. The formula is amazing. This is the Marc Jacobs Airbrush blush, and I have my shade in Flesh and Fantasy because, again, nude blushes are my thing. I don't really wear bright pink, so there's no point in buying bright pink blushes. But this one's just a really pretty nude with like a super kind of light highlighty shade kind of in between it. So it's a nude and then a white. Here you get like a big chunk of the nude one, and here you get a chunk of the highlightish one, and mixed together is how I usually wear them. This is a type of blush that gives you a glow. So when you wear this, you almost really don't need a highlighter afterwards. So it's kind of a two-in-one product. Actually, you can use this very nude whitish highlight to highlight and the nude one for a blush, or you can mix them, you know, you do you. But I love this. It just really looks nice and smooth and just really great. The color is really nice and so cute, and I love it. And yeah, pairs well with everything. Again, nothing really much to say about this, but it's phenomenal. So I feel like a lot of people forgot about this product in 2016, but this was a pretty huge launch in 2016, I feel like, and it's a great product. Something I really want to mention, it's the Anastasia Glow Kit in the shade Sundipped. They have a couple other ones which I really like the other ones, but Sundipped is just my favorite. I love the shades. The formula is great, very smooth. It's not chunky yung mga highlights niya. It's not very stiff. Na pag nilagay nyo yung texture yung kita, not that kind of highlight. It's a good kind of intense though. Like, it's not the type of intense that's just gonna make your texture pop. You know, it's still gonna look really pretty and fresh and very highlighty without looking too much. Well, if you apply like 50 layers, it can look too much, but if you apply a light dusting, I think it looks beautiful, and the colors on point. Good value for your money because this is 2,000 plus, pero apat na yung shades na makukuha mo. So instead of buying one pan, you know, why not get four, diba, for the price of one? So I feel like this is such a good value and a good product all in one. I love the Anastasia Glow Kit in the shade Sundipped. My favorite for sure. So these are the palettes that just wowed me in 2016. The first one is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. This was my all-time favorite palette. I kid you not. This was my all-time favorite palette before I met the next one I'm gonna show you. It smells like chocolate first and foremost. The colors in here are just super pretty neutral shades that just go well with each other, and I like how they designed it because you can create a full look with this. No need to get another palette to complete your look. You have an almost black shade, you have your mattes, you have your shimmers. It's just a full palette that gives me what I need, and it blends really well. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people don't like the formula. I personally feel like I love the formulation. Ang smooth nung texture ng shadows, especially the mattes. I've never really had a problem with these, and I love this so much. It's a great travel-friendly palette, and it's a great neutral palette. It's great, you guys. I just love it. And then this is, of course, my favorite palette of all time. Of course, if you have watched me since my Ride or Die pack, it doesn't really change because we go a long way and our relationship is still pretty much going strong. This is Anastasia Modern Renaissance. Everything I could ever ask for is in this palette. Every color in here is consistent. Formula-wise, it's consistently good. There's no shadow in here that you're like, ooh, you're off, you know? Ooh, you're not pigmented enough. Oh, you're not blendable enough. Every color in this palette is blendable, pigmented, creamy, buttery, and well-performing. So I just don't have anything bad to say because the colors were selected very well. As you can see, they go well with each other. This makes me feel so creative. There's so many looks you can create out of this palette. And my favorite part is, again, the consistency of the shadows. There's no one color I don't like. My favorite palette of all time, Anastasia Modern Renaissance. Anastasia just killed it for eyeshadows this year because I also wanted to give a shout out to the Master palette by Mario, which is obviously from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The colors in here are beautiful. I love that you get only 3 mattes, but all the mattes are usable. All the mattes are essential mattes that, you know, you need and you will use, and there's like not 50 mattes in there that you're kind of overwhelmed. What matte am I gonna use? You're getting 3, but all 3 you are surely going to use when you have so much responsibilities and shoes to fill. I'm sorry. But anyway, yung 3 mattes dyan, very essential mattes and mattes that you surely will use, so I love that. And then the rest are shimmer shades that are super versatile. You can go from light to dark, any color you prefer. It's all in here. I feel like Mario created this palette para maging makeup artist din tayo kasi again, essential matte, and then he gave us shimmers to play around with. I think that's such a genius idea, and that's just how I saw this palette when I touched it. Another thing I want to point out, so many palettes this year released that are limited edition, pero ito talaga yung nag-stand out na limited edition sa akin kasi this made sense. The other palettes that released this year didn't really make sense, but this one did, so yeah. I have a lot of love and respect for this palette because it's made really well. To cap off my 2016 yearly favorites, I have 50 lipsticks to show you. I'm just kidding, of course. Well, you know, kind of kidding. I have 6 to show you, which is, I mean, I narrowed this down. Oh, sorry, I was kidding. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and it's not a lipstick, but I quickly wanted to throw this because great brow gel, and it's like glue for your eyebrows, you know, that's what it says. It's a gel to keep your eyebrows in place, and I love this. I use it almost every time I do my eyebrows, which is almost every time. It's just every time I do my makeup, which is a lot of days. Which, yeah, so I really love this, and it works for me. Just had to quickly mention this because I almost thought it was a lipstick. Crazy me. But yeah, ABH Clear Brow Gel. Great stuff. If you've been following me on Instagram, then I'm pretty sure you know I've talked about these Glossier Generation G lipsticks. My favorite shades are Leo, Zip, and Cake, which is my all-time favorite. Maganda sila for everyday. Maganda sila if you want just a quick thing on your lips na thin like but matte, and like sheer pero matte, which is crazy. I know it's a very different kind of formulation. Very sheer siya. It doesn't pack like too much pigment na para lipstick talaga. They're more of throw it in your purse kind of lippies, or pang beach lang, no makeup look. So if you're not really into that, you're not gonna like these. But I am into no makeup look sometimes, so for that, these are my best companions. The Generation G lippies by Glossier, and I find that they moisturize my lips. I love these, and I have a bunch of them. I collected them, and I'm obsessed with them. Actually, those were the only lippies I brought with me to Boracay because sobrang easy lang. You know, when I eat, I don't have to worry about, you know, my lips cracking. I don't have to worry about reapplying my lipstick, anything like that. So very easy. If you're the type of person who just wants a subtle tint, who hates reapplying, I think you should check the Glossier Generation G lippies out. They're so low maintenance and great and really pretty. So yeah. Let's talk about my purse lippy essential. Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Super Cindy. Love this. It stays on my purse. It lives in my purse. This is the lipstick I use to retouch pag tinatamad na akong dalhin yung liquid lipstick ko. It has a good formula. It's very pigmented. It's a very satin, creamy, juicy finish, but not overly glossy. It's a great lipstick that I love to wear for days where I'm just tired or lazy, or, you know, just don't want to try, but I still want that super pretty coral look. I think Super Cindy is a great one. Then I have these two, which I have fallen in love with the color more than the formula. Yung color talaga yung nag-stand out sa akin. So, ABH liquid lipstick in the shade Allison. It is so beautiful. It just, I can't even describe it. This one I'm gonna swatch. I'm gonna swatch this for you guys. Very warm tone, and it looks so good on the lips. It is so pretty and just makes you look super rosy and fresh. I used this in my Nadine Lustre inspired makeup tutorial, so yeah, I love it. Wanted to mention my favorite Kylie lipstick of all time. If I had just one Kylie lipstick, it would be Chloe Money from the Kylie and Khloe Kardashian collaboration, which is the Coco collection. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's literally perfection. It's this one beside Allison. It's the perfect peachy pinky nude. I love this color, and apparently you guys do too. Like when I wore this, I received a ton of compliments that it looked good, and yeah, it does. But it's sadly limited edition, but I think Lime Crime's L looks super similar. So good, and just looks good on the lips. The formula is really nice, very thin, super pretty, and I still love them up to today. So yeah. So yeah, you guys, those are all the things I have loved high-end wise in 2016. I hope you guys found some helpful recommendations. Again, I love recommending products to you guys. I love it when you love a product. I do. So yeah, if you want to keep up with what I do, then follow me on my social media accounts. Always listed down below. You know the drill. With that, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thumbs up this video, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye!